Well, hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Renee, and I'd like to introduce you to my new 15-quart commercial mixer. Thank you, Jesus. I needed this so bad, and I'm like the person that procrastinates. I didn't want to spend much on it. I'm bad with that, right? I hum and I haw, and I hum and I haw until it's I'm almost late buying it. But I wasn't this time. I bake a lot for my market stand. This isn't for pure joy. I bake for my market stand. So my market stand funds paid for this, and it will definitely pay for itself in no time flat, I'm telling you. Anyway, I ordered it yesterday, and it was delivered today. I couldn't believe it. That thing, friends, weighs 127 pounds. And my husband and I, oh my goodness, I thought I was going to die trying to lift that thing up. 20 years ago, I could have lifted it up by myself, but not this day. Anyway, we're going to do a lot of bread in that. We're going to make a lot of stuff in that. I'll use a lot of that in my videos. Plus, though it wasn't sent to me for a review because I paid for it with my own money, but it is a Vivor. And I do like Vivor products. They're the ones that sent me the meat slicer, and it's a dream. I love that thing. So I figured I am familiar with their products, and I seen on online, on YouTube where some other folks have had this and have used it in their videos and reviewed them and they liked them. So that's why I bought that. And it is a 15-quart one, so I am very happy. It's going to do a lot for me. I could probably bake, or I could probably mix, 6-7 loaves of dough in that at a time and make umpteen cupcakes and cookies, and oh my gosh, we're going to have fun, and that is going to be so easy. Instead of trying to do 3 and 4 batches, double batches, I can just whip it all in there. I am happy as a pig in mud, I'm telling you. So that's what I got today. Also, we're going to make, let me adjust this so you can see me, okay? Hey, put that down just a little bit more. At church tomorrow, we're having chicken and biscuits. So another couple at church is going to make the chicken, and all the gravy to go with it. And I am making the biscuits. So we've got a lot of biscuits to make because there's usually anywhere between 30 to 50 people for lunch at our church. That's what we're going to do today. I'm probably going to do 2 batches of this, but I'm only going to show you making 1. And this is nice. Now this recipe, I'll show you. Remember the book that I got from my mother after she passed? And it came from my grandmother and both my grandmothers on both sides of my family. My maternal and my paternal grandparents have recipes in here from my mom. Well, this buttermilk biscuit recipe was in here. So we're going to use this. I love this. And since I've gotten it, it was tattered and torn, friends. I mean, look at it. It has been used and abused and extremely used, and I know there's missing pages. That's all right. I don't care. I fixed some of the pages since I've had it. I'll show you some of them. I've taped pages together, and like that one I got to take out and tape. And oh, I just love this book. See, like this page here. I just took it out and I run some clear tape down both sides of it, and then took my hole punch, punched holes back in it, and put it back in here so that I can somehow keep it together. How I would love to be able to laminate these sheets. There's another one I taped. I taped about 20 pages. And, you know, trying to fix this and keep it together so that it can be passed down the next generation. There's a couple of them that I need to fix there. And I'll do it, you know, as time allows. I put it together. But I did all the recipes that were added to it from my grandmother, from some of my recipes that I gave to my mother, my mom's recipes. Well, right there is the buttermilk biscuit recipe. And that's the one we're using. And that one came from, I don't know if it came from my mom or my grandma. There wasn't a name on there. And it didn't look like my mom's handwriting. It looked like my grandma Fink's handwriting. So maybe that's where it come from. But that's the recipe we're going to make today. And it's fantastic. So here we go, friends. Here's my knife. We're going to sift together. And you know, I don't hardly ever sift anything, but it's in their recipe book. So that's what we're going to do. This is probably a recipe from the early 60s. I am tripling this batch. So we're going to need 6 cups of flour. 2, we'll get it all in there. 6. Good. There's 6 cups. We're going to leave that out because we might need more of that. I'm just going to slowly sift this. Okay, now I'm going to add our powders to it so that I don't have any lumps in here. We're going to do, well, we'll do 3 tablespoons of sugar. We'll put that in there. We don't need to sift that, so we'll just throw that down in there. And that'll mix in. Okay, there's our 3 tablespoons of sugar. We're going to do 1.5 teaspoons of soda. So there's 1. There's 1.5. And we're going to do 2 tablespoons of baking powder. Not soda, sister. Powder. Did you see that? Oh, that would have been dangerous. Here's my powder. So we're going to do 2 tablespoons of that. And then when I sift it through, we'll get rid of all the lumps. And because I'm not using salted butter, I'm going to need to add 2.25 teaspoons of salt. I'm just going to do the 2 teaspoons of salt. I did 2 hefty teaspoons of salt. Okay, now we're going to sift this all down in there because I got so much in there. You know what to do. I'll sift it like this. There we go. I had quite a bit in there. Okay. All right. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so now that we got that put together, and I got a nice big bowl here, I'm going to leave my flour out because we're probably going to need that to put a little of that on the counter. I'm going to move this right out of here. All this can get moved so you'll be able to see. Okay. Okay, so now I got just a little over 3/4 3/4 of a pound, just a little over that. I'll put the recipe in for the single batch. Well, yeah, I think it would be a single batch. Though my mom and them never made nothing as small. It would have to be a single batch because it calls for like 9 tablespoons of butter. So I'm assuming that would be a single batch. Okay, I had to find a new spot for my garbage too. Okay, so this is too much to put in my food processor, so I am just going to use my pastry blender, and I'm going to cut this all in here. And you want it to be coarse, crumbly looking, you know, maybe some pea-sized chunks of butter in there. But this is going to take me a minute. So enjoy the music, friends. We'll go fast forward. Okay, I believe I got it pretty good there. I'll show you. See the little chunks in there? You can just barely see it. Looks like little pea-sized chunks. And that's what you want. You could do it by hand, but then you take a chance on melting that butter with your heat from your hands, and you don't want to do that. All right, let me get a big fork. You know what? I'm not going to use this fork. I'm going to use my dough hook. There it is. All right, and then this is all our... Hello! Oh. That's all our beautiful buttermilk. Ooh, doesn't that look good? Huh. All right. Now we're just going to mix this until it's incorporated, until you just can't see the flour. You know, because you don't want to overmix it, otherwise you'll have tough biscuits. And we want nice, soft, flaky biscuits. I think we got that. I'm going to roll it one more time there. Okay. All right. We got it. I made a little mess, but that's all right. I want to get all that out of there. I don't want that left behind. There. Okay. Now we're going to put a little bit of flour down. We'll put it right there. Okay. Oh. And here we go. We're going to dump this all out there. It's a real sticky dough. And that's okay. What are you staring at?
I was wondering how many that was going to make.
I'm going to make it more of this for church because I got to make at least 50 of them. 50 biscuits.
Okay.
You know, because there's anywhere from 30 to... The one day I counted 35. The next day I counted 50. I don't think I've ever counted more than 50, but...
No, I know.
We got to... Yeah, I'll have to make quite a few. So... Where did it go? I was looking for my bench screw. Oh, there it is. And my cutter. Okay. All right. Oh, yeah. This is going to be messy. We're just going to kind of get it all up in there. Oh, we need more flour. Oh my goodness. Okay. We're just going to pat this down to about a 1/2 inch thick. Oh, that is beautiful. Okay, we'll start right here. You don't want to twist. You just want to push down and bring them up. Okay? And I got my great big huge pan out. So I can fit all these in there. All right. I can set that right on top of there. There's one. Now I need my... Okay. We're going to put all that aside. And I want these close together because that way they stay nice and soft. These are going to be wonderful. Messy, but they're worth it because they're delicious. Okay. Now I need a little bit more flour on there. Get them kind of mixed up together, okay? There we go. Okay, we're going to pat it out to a 1/2 inch again. You know what? My fingers are dirty, but we need to set our oven to 425. There we go. You want a nice hot oven. All right, here we go. There's one. I'm going to put him right in there. There's two. You don't want to twist them because then they won't rise. Okay. Don't work it too much. Just enough to pat it down again. Well, I guess I'm going to have to. Okay. Right, we're going to get a few more. These are going to be gorgeous, friends. I'm probably going to just get one more out of here. There we go. So we got 27 of them in this batch. So that's what I'll do. I'll do another batch the same, and then I should have enough. That's over 50 of them, so that's about 54 of them. So that'll be good. So when my oven's ready, I'll bring you back. Aren't those gorgeous? Beautiful. Good old-fashioned buttermilk biscuits. The kind that Grandma used to make. Okay, friends. I'm just going to take just a little bit of half and half on here. And just put it on the tops of these biscuits before I put them in the oven. There we go. There. Now we're going to put that in the oven. And those are going to go for 10 to 12 minutes. Look at them, friends. They're gorgeous. You ready to try one?
Yes, dear.
Ooh, they're going to be yummy. Okay. These will be good with chicken and gravy.
Mm-hmm.
Chicken and biscuits. I gotta get my butter in the bottom because the top one's hard yet. Oh, look at that. Mr. Wayne could make a meal out of biscuits. So he'll tell me the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he loves them. Did you hear that? Mm-hmm.
They're good.
They're good, aren't they? They'll be good at church with the chicken and gravy.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to taste Digger's chicken and gravy. Our friend at church, he said, you could make those biscuits hard as bricks. My gravy will take care of them, he says. Didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be good. I think I'm just going to put them on one of my little aluminum trays and just wrap them in saran wrap.
There you go.
And that's how I'm going to take them. I got another batch in the oven because I did double that. So I got just about 50 biscuits. 49 now. 48 after a while. I'll probably take, 45 to church. Mr. Wayna likes them. Okay, friends, that's how easy it is to make those buttermilk biscuits. And that recipe's got to be from 1962, 1950s or the 60s from my grandma Fink. And boy, could she cook too. So I shared something with you. I will share this recipe. I'll put it in the description box so you all can try it.
Mm-hmm.
You all have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for hanging out with me in the kitchen. I'll see you in the next video, friends. Give this recipe a try. And you know what? These freeze beautifully. Before I end the video, you can mix them all up. Before you bake them, put them on a tray and flash freeze them. And they freeze beautifully. So you all have a good day. Oh, he's waiting. His arms are waiting to fly up. I see it already. And as always, friends,
Thanks for watching.